I believe, yeah, before this season and the season previous. So seeing that in the Battle Pass will make the Battle Pass extremely more worth it. I would definitely get the Battle Pass for just the Epic Schematic, mainly because of its extreme rarity. Besides that, you still got the normal 2 hero attires and 1 unit attire through the Battle Pass, although I have been reminded that there used to be 2 hero attires and 2 unit attires. Also, bottom, bottom. Ashes of creation. Grayhair Garrison tomorrow. Okay, cool. I'm really interested in what they're gonna be looking like. Might be just me, but Pyro's stream is dropping frames like crazy. Again, I'm running like 2 streams at once right now. I put Pyro's screen on low. This was more or less a. This is more or less should be a show match. Pretty sure. I make me wonder. Cocker's Blade Booming Tech is not Booming Tech. My.com is not running their own stream. Well, then again, I think Booming Tech's the ones hosting this one anyway. But it does overlap with the reward period. My game. Daily campaign number 1. Crossing over. I am sure if this will work. Fellowship and die. Oh yeah, while we're here, let me just go through the rules, in fact. Give me a second, I'll bring it up for you guys. Oh, I actually cannot screen grab Steam here. Windows capture not working very well this one. Let's try it anyway. Need V, just turn off for a second. Can't see that, can you? That's unfortunate. Automatic. Ah, there we go. I don't know why that happens. Alright. So, right now we're going to be heading toward... We're going to watch the cross-division duel, the Grayhair Garrison Foretaste. The Dynasty Glory melts the freezing snow, although freezing snow has kind of been melted for a season already. CBL Wolves of Ragnarok has been raging on, and we now have a champion for each division. With the coming of the Dynasty season, we have invited these 5 champion squads to partake in a CBL International Friendly Tournament. Warlords from all around the globe will be competing against one another on July 18th, 2021, otherwise right now. For this tournament, they will be able to use the new season's units and runes. So this is going to be interesting, whether or not runes are going to be in the next tournament, but yeah. So the new season units, I think it's limited to only the Kuggle Monks and the Grayhair Garrison, coming out very soon. On Monday, in fact. It comes out in approximately 16 hours on outside anyway. Looks like my games is also freaking out. Anyway, the participating squads from Southeast Asia, China mainland, South America, Middle East, and North Africa. Middle East and North Africa is actually one division, sorry. And then there's the My Games, which would be the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there we go. So we have the C division being Crusaders, otherwise shortened to CNC. You got the China mainland, which is DDSH, not sure what it stands for. Then you got South America, filling in for them are Grey Wardens, otherwise GWS. MENA, which is the Middle East and North Africa, Arab Knights, otherwise AK.
Then we have the My Games End Endgerners? Engengners? Endgerners. I don't know how to say their name. Otherwise, ED. So first we have CNC versus DDSH. Then we have EG versus AK. And then GWS versus EG. EG will have to face off twice. Matches are played back to back. If the previous match is prolonged due to extra matches, the following match will be delayed as well. So we have Siege Battle. Attack/defend order randomized for one match with the two squads switching sides for match 2. Map rules. 1 respawn each. Wait, number 1 respawns. Each player may respawn 2 times per game, and dying for the 3rd time is final. So what that means is that you can respawn twice, and if you die 3 times, you are dead forever. Basically, you can only respawn twice. So your first 2 deaths are, again, your 2 respawns, and then when you die in the final time, you don't respawn anymore. Otherwise, it's simple to say you have 3 lives. Number 2, artillery. Only artilleries of rare quality may be used. Each attacker may deploy 2 artilleries, and each defender may deploy 1 artillery each. Number 3, other info. All hero runes of Dynasty seasons may be used. Doctrines may not be used. Unit attires may not be used. Every member on each team must take at least 1 Dynasty season unit into battle. Cudgel Monk or the Grayhair Garrisons. Matches 1 and 2. Map Heilong Fjord. Silver Era. So this is special rules. Only units from the Silver Era or lower may be used. So that is tier 3 and below. So blue tier units. Then matches 3 and 4 is going to be on Wall Fort, which is Hero Duel. I don't know why there's Hero Duels in brackets. I believe it's meant to say Heroic Era. Anyway, special rules. Only units from the Heroic Era, otherwise 4-star or lower, may be used. So we'll get to see the purple units. In fact, we'll get to see the Great-Haired Garrisons. I for sure like to see them in battle. Otherwise, we have the Code of Conduct. 1. Rematches and pauses. Participants are responsible for their own network connection during the tournament. The referee will confirm with both teams whether they are ready before a match begins. A match is considered as having begun once the countdown time has begun. No pauses will be allowed after a match has begun, because they don't have a system for that. If 50% round up of a squad member disconnects while a match is in progress, the referee will inspect the server after the match has concluded to verify whether or not a rematch is required. Both squads will be notified of the results via Discord/QQ. Only 1 rematch may occur for each team due to disconnects during the same match. So that's a very interesting rule. I don't think they had that before. So apparently if more than half the squad disconnects while the match is in progress, there will be a rematch, but I'm not sure what the conditions are for the rematch to be true, because it just says that a check will happen and the referee will in turn declare if a rematch is necessary. Otherwise, continuing on, we have tournament prohibitions. Cheating is prohibited, of course. Any use of third-party programs that alter the game content is strictly prohibited during the tournament, and it is strictly prohibited using bugs or other loopholes in your favor. If a contestant is found to have violated this rule, the referee may disqualify the contestant's entire squad and permanently ban that player from ever participating in any future Conqueror's Blade tournament. Number 2, obstructive conduct. Any and all obstructive conduct is strictly prohibited during the tournament. Should a referee rule that a participant has violated this, their squad will receive a warning. For serious violations, the referee may rule that the squad loses the match, thereby directly promoting the other squad. Number 3, punctual. All participants must listen to and cooperate with the referee and be ready at the appointed time. If a squad fails to invite enough members to a game within 3 minutes of it starting, the referee may rule that they have forfeited the game. Number 4, naming rules. Each squad should name themselves according to the tournament naming convention, and the name should be in English. This is very interesting that they chose in English. Players should also name their characters according to the tournament convention. Any name that violates their convention is prohibited. Again, these conventions are not stipulated, but they're pretty understandable. Probably no profanity, and oh wait, no, it just says any name that violates either convention is prohibited. So according to the tournament ruling conventions, and the name should be in English. Any players should also name their characters according to the tournament convention. So that, for some reason, that's stipulated twice. So these two conventions just means that you need to be in English and you need to follow the tournament naming convention. Although the tournament naming convention is not stipulated here, so that's weird. Any names that violate, yep. Referee may declare a loss for any squad in which a name that violates the conventions appear. It'd be very strange. It will be very weird to see how interesting how enforced this is. Again, a lot of people like to use their own language. Chat rules. Number 5, chat rules. Squads may be punished for any comments made by their members that is offensive in nature, including comments that are personal attacks, violates national regulations. That's a very interesting one. Contains racial discrimination, etc. For serious cases, the referee has the authority to disqualify the squad. All right. Basically, don't insult the person. Uh, person. Well, you shouldn't really be insulting anyone. Well, you can be insulting, but I mean, like, don't insult. I'm pretty sure it's just trying to be nice with each other. We're not trying to attack. We're not trying to attack people because of their race, their whatever physical features, or particular leanings or anything. But anyway, don't attack anyone personally. Pretty much. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, with that done, they still haven't. Is it because it's going to be tier 4? Are you watching this, Byron? I thought you were going to be Ashes of Creations, but that'll be in. It's going to be entertaining seeing the gray-haired Garrison in action because everyone's going to be bringing it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be bringing it. But it's just going to be kind of a bit of a mess for tier 3 one. But the tier 4 one is going to be fairly interesting because without access to some tier 5s, which are fairly I would say, probably fairly important, we're going to see some heavy shield walls, I think. In the meantime, better tell the folks on the Discord that tournament's happening soon. Well, friendly tournament, more like an expedition match. Hmm. Hi, Sleepy. You come to watch the expedition match with me? This is gonna be cool. Especially since the restrictions of the new rules, the tier 3 matches are going to probably be just a mash. But with the tier 4 restriction, I'm wondering if we're going to see similar tactics. What's going to be interesting is because Ngang knows from my.com actually has experience with the tier 4 restriction before, so I don't think the other guys have. Watch me on the big screen. I hope I'm entertaining. I hope this match is going to be entertaining and nothing goes wrong. Although my experience with things going wrong has been escalating as of late. But we already know the map, so it's Heilong Fjord and Walford. Heilong Fjord with just tier 3s. I got some popcorn and hot chocolate and kicking back in the recliner. While you're also playing Ashes of Creation. I bet you got like the multi-screen? Maybe. The matches technically should have started around about 10 minutes ago. Even with a 3-minute delay, it would have started at 8:33 at the latest, but looks like our Asia division team and the China mainland team might be experiencing some problems. I don't think they're talking about anything relevant though. Yeah, they kind of just went over the same thing we did. With the restriction of the tier 5 and the tier 4, in fact, because it's only tier 3 for the first two matches. There's 4 matches in total, so wow, this is going to go on for a really long time because the first set of because like 4 matches, I'm going to say 20 minutes each, probably a 5-minute intermission. 1.5 hours seems like a good allocation of time. Yeah, this is apparently going to go until midnight. Assuming that like these guys play off until midnight. And Gangner's are going to have the worst time because they have 2 sets. That's 8 matches in totals, back to back, by the way. That was super loud. Was that from my side? Yeah, I know, right? That was so loud. Like a system message? What the hell? I'm pretty sure that was like you guys wouldn't have been able to hear that from. I've turned off my desktop sound, so you guys wouldn't have been able to hear my system sounds. But that came out through the clean feed, so maybe the clean feed's having some problem. Yeah. I don't know why your stream is also dropping frames for me as well on occasions, but the developer stream dropping frames like crazy as well. Whew! Finally, they're gonna get onto this. Holy shit! All right, let's hope the technicians are on it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to at somebody. Looks like I'm on a little bit of a delay here, but I'm watching it on from the Conqueror's stream as well. First match, we've got Crusader versus DDSH. Heilong Fjord, only tier 3 is available. Gonna see what these people will bring along. I'm expecting quite a few archers, in fact. I'm gonna see the most archers I've ever seen. Probably fire archers. Actually, it would be lovely to see some fire archers. Oh no! Looks like Crusaders are down 1. We've only got 14 people attacking. Very upsetting. Muskets galore. We got 5 muskets coming out from DDSH, 2 longbows coming out from Crusaders, but not very many muskets. Looking at all of those monks, gonna see those monks in galore. We do see 1 Barcian Wild Flames, 2 Barcian Wild Flames coming out from the attackers. No Barcian Wild Flames coming out for the defenders, in fact. Unfortunately, I cannot recognize whether or not that's prefectures. I do believe that's prefecture archers instead. Someone bringing out the blue crossbows. Actually, which blue crossbow would that be? Man, my recognition for some of these unit icons are a little bit rusty for tier 3. They got some Salimcha. It's the only tier 3. The only tier 3 cavalry out there. Does look like prefectures, yeah. It's gonna be a little bit dark here, but no rain, so no weather effects are gonna affect the battlefield today. Ooh, does look like one guy just DC'd outright. He did. There was 15 people. Let's see if he comes back. Instantly spots the heavy B-side push. Let's see how Let's see how these guys respond. Does look like a massive, they're leaving A, in fact. What hit that barrier? Whoa, these things are going down. What are they going down to? Don't tell me archers are shooting them down. I thought they removed that. Down goes the eastern wall break. They do set up for the defense of it. Monks on monk action right now. We got some shields being beaten up. Rattan Vipers, in fact. There are some Rattan Vipers down there. Very interesting. Rattan Vipers in melee, in fact. Going close range. See arrows from either side. Definitely looks like there's plenty of prefectures around. Monks on the front, getting shot up for a bit, but the heavy defensive property of their whirlwind strike will keep them alive. Not to mention, they do have quite a bit of resistance against range attacks. Crusaders' primary assault towards the B point does get stopped. Does look like they just got to flood on through towards this A point. Here comes a cavalry charge. Salemshed's catching the backside of these prefecture guards. Not a good idea to turn your backs to cavalry. They're going to outrun you. They're going to catch you. But does look like Salemshed's being... Ooh, I thought they might have catched some. Here comes some more condottieri. Being a little bit hasty in rushing in. Crusaders cannot afford to lose too many more units. We're looking at 250 units down, in fact. Not a good start. But that also has to do with the fact that Crusaders is one down. They're going to have to rely on rushing the enemy. But at the present time, that's not doing too well. We got plenty of muskets coming out from DDSH. DDSH will have access to that liquid fire, being one of the devastating things. No Dachi on the front line, in fact. Very interesting to see this guy here chopping away at this prefecture guard. His prefecture guard just stolen just a little bit as more DDSH switches over. Some monks here on the side rushing in with that prefecture drill. Not a charge, in fact. Ooh, Scorpions coming out. Here comes a massive charge coming out from Corteliers. Crashes right into the backside of that shield. Hundreds dead, I believe. Clearing off like 3 good units worth. That was a massive charge. Terrifying charge, in fact. Followed up with another charge. Corteliers, I do believe, are going to clean up another prefecture guard. Front line is very safe with prefecture guards at the front. Pike militia in the back taking out the brunt of it. Looks like the Corteliers will live another day. Plenty of archers being deployed now. Shooting the socks off of these enemies right now. The monks are twirling around right in front of some archers. Doesn't look like they can make any progress. They're going to have to deal with some, Fenris pack, in fact, in front of them. They do eventually get shot off. Here comes another exchange of troops. Just going to be a pretty hell of a mash. Yeah, Crusaders do realize that... Well, I mean, I think Crusaders should realize that just going in one at a time is not a good idea. Maybe they've slowed down the attack, but they've suffered heavy losses, creeping up onto 300 units down for Crusaders. Not a good plan to keep sending your troops in and getting free shots like that. Can't afford to wait for your guys if you're under pressure like this. But a massive charge, catching one of the short swords in the face. Condottieri is going to hold the back line here on the right side. This A point looking like a massively... this looks pretty strong. Just this one prefecture here on the right-hand side. Just stalling the A point. Finally goes down. No one spotted him. This is very funny. Point blank. We got some rattan marksmen shooting out. Oh, these Salemsheds are going to... No! The Halberdiers moved at the worst times. Halberdiers just... actually just cut... the Salemsheds cut through the Halberdiers... Alp Halberdiers. But the Halberdiers that would have killed the cavalry did move. Looks like a lot of pinhole cavalry charges coming out here, missing the halberdier line. The best tactic right now for Crusaders, go across the bridge towards the harbor. No point going across the bridge towards B. I know when I say the bridge, there's 2 bridges in this map. Let's see what move they make. Does look like they're taking a B-side push. I'd say that's a mistake, but at the same time, you could come in with a B and a harbor side push. But we're going to have to wait and see. Let's see. Got Condottieri leading the way. They're on the B point. They're trebbing this supply point. But it's stacked, man. It is so stacked. Sacrificing your halberdiers here, not a good idea. You're going to face a shield wall and tons of Condottieri. Oh, no prefecture guards. Does look like those monks also bugged out there. Have been experiencing a lot of bugs for the monks right now. Goggle monks tend to predict their opponent's movement. So depending on which direction they're moving, the monks will activate their kick or think they've collided with something beforehand, and this can lead them to missing their charge a lot. No surprise here, a strong force holding this B point. Grape shot very close by. But the pressure at the C point is mounting. Can Crusaders make use of this? We're down. Whoa! Look at this. We're running closer together now. 240 units. So they made up around about 2 units in the meantime. They'll need to break that halberdier line in a short order. Here comes a charge. Does cuts it off halfway. Halberdier is still holding strong. Can't beat it to death right now. Losses on both sides are mounting. We got prefectures in the back. Whoa, what is this happening? They looped around, killed a couple guys on top of the base point. Interesting decision to treb the halberdiers at the top of these stairs. Wow. DDSH actually pushed right across from A, across the bridge, and now catching some of the Crusader guys on the backside on the resupply. Here's some prefectures. In fact, they'll need to hold the bridge. They'll need to hold the stairs on both sides. I am not surprised at the sheer amount of swords and shields. Swords and shields are very versatile and are great for these kinds of high number matches. When you just need a unit that's good at both dealing damage and tanking damage, swords and shields are your best pick. The C point has been gotten. B point can be gotten. They should grab B point for free here as well, as the defenders pull back. But slaughtering here at the backside. DDSH has killed quite a few Crusaders, in fact. Actually, I'm wondering whether or not Crusaders have enough people on the field anymore. Remember, people, 3 deaths and you're out. With only 12 players coming out from DDSH and 9 players coming out from Crusaders, Crusaders could be seeing some permadeath early on. But we're also running down to only a few hundred units left. Maybe only 10 members from Crusaders have units. But while DDSH has 15, probably 15 units available. As high as 16, in fact. Lots of archers will be very useful when it comes down to just a fair few. Again, another spawn right on top of a kill zone. Another spawn camp. Does get away, but sacrifices the unit he had. Does look like it might have been Village Watchman. Some Scorpions coming out. Oh, another Treb. But doesn't hit anything, in fact. Relying on these prefectures. Their insane attack speed suppresses the area. These longbows are trying to take them out. A couple of them do go down. Crusaders struggling to make assault here. But well done, DDSH, pushing. Even if they lost a C point, they have pushed the attacking team to the brink here. But that may be for a fact that they are down. Probably 3 heroes right now. It's going to be a killing zone without the with this cliff advantage, the high ground advantage. Shooting uphill is not a great idea. But when you have to do it, you have to do it. But you're slowly losing more and more troops. Crusaders bottled up on the harbor. Can't make a force push here. Probably the worst place to get trapped, in fact. I think they should have spawned at B. I don't think they want to take this game any longer. Whoa, here comes some prefecture fire coming out from the cliffside. DDSH will slaughter all of those archers down on the ground. They are prey right now. With less than 2 minutes to go, it does look like one Crusader is going towards the B point for that extra time. But I'm going to say that, would you really want to extend the time for this one? DDSH is sitting back for now. They're both running down on units very low. Does get stopped here. That poison slowing down the horse just enough to catch it. Nice escape, in fact. One minute, 10 seconds to go. Without extra time, it would be very much impossible to push through DDSH on the high ground and push towards the base. Even just fighting the heroes will take more than a minute, and they're nowhere near the base. They're finally making their last-ditch effort. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Got some Pike Militia and some Monks still left over. Pike Militia are going to get rinsed out here. Prefecture Archers gunning them down. Here comes a massive charge out from Ironcap Scouts. Ironcap Scouts just slaughtering them heroes as well. Look at them go down. One by one, the heroes from Crusaders go down. 5 left. 3 left. It's going to be a manhunt for the last 3, I believe. 20 seconds left to go. Well done, DDSH holding the defense on Heilong Fjord. I did not expect this to be an easy match, but definitely both teams running out of troops was to be expected. The matches are pretty aggressive. When it's tier 3s, you have loads of troops, and it's very rare to see them run out. And there we have it. First match of the friendly goes off. Although we didn't get to see the monks perform too well, they do seem to have the staying power when getting shot. That range resistance will be fairly important. So between them having natural range resistance and extra range resistance, in fact, with their quarterstaff mastery ability, you should be okay getting shot a couple times, but getting shot a lot is never an ideal situation, especially since they can't mitigate it completely, unlike some shield units. Very interested to see that no incendiary archers being deployed at all. Fire is extraordinarily powerful in these tier 3 games. Just gonna double check. Did one of the Crusaders actually make it back in? Once he moves this clicker-rooney, once he clicks on to the other side, we'll see if the last guy in Crusaders participated. I'm checking from the other stream now. Does look like he did participate. So he did come back in the end. That's good. Like to see friendly matches, and I also love to see fair matches. Fair matches includes 15v15. But very unfortunate. Crusaders are looking at quite a few permadeaths. They've got 1, 2, 3. How did this guy die 4 times? How did... That's weird. How did Annie die 4 times? That's confusing. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 permadeath. But whether or not they're permadeath, I'm still confused. We should be seeing the start of the next match fairly shortly. This time we'll see DDSH attack while Crusaders are defending. Is it going to be the same aggressive play? Or maybe they'll try a stronger setup. Again, being on the defending side in this scenario gives you quite a few advantages, especially when you want to place the enemy at certain locations. Because you know the 2 points that they're aiming for, so you can expect their strongest force at those two locations. But we will have to wait. The battle will start shortly. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Woo. Yawn. Yawn, yawn, yawn. I don't know why I'm tired. I did sleep. I did oversleep. Well, this next battle is about to start shortly. Again, we have Crusaders defending this time against DDSH. Good luck to Crusaders. This time DDSH gets a disconnect. What is happening? That is funny. Funny. No, going with that. Whoa, look at the muskets coming out from Crusaders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 muskets coming out from Crusaders. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 muskets coming out from DDSH. Muskets galore. We're going to see only muskets, are we? Not a single short sword coming out from Crusaders. This is fascinating. I had totally expected short sword to still be strong in the current meta, but definitely muskets gone on the up and up here. I hope this doesn't become a trend with Heilong Fjord only having 14 attackers. If anything, there should be 14 defenders. But at the same time, it's just like having one less on your team will instantly be a massive disadvantage. Another dusk. Another nighttime with the moon shining in the background. Does look like the green archers actually don't... I mean, the blue tier archers don't actually have very many variations. Can't tell the difference between... Because the Namcan one is pointing towards the top right screen, so it's like... So the bow is like that. Prefectures are like that. And then you also have the Rattan Vipers, which are also like this? I don't know. Why are they choosing Rattan Vipers and prefectures? No one's chosen Namcans, which is really interesting. I'm totally expecting the other two, the South America and the My Games teams to choose Namcans. A split push coming out from DDSH. Does look like the 15th player did come back. We got a natural deficit of about 140 units. Not that it's going to matter too much. I think normally trading 1-to-1s happen the most. Down goes, I believe, the left side. The wall here on the on the east side gets broken down. Whoa, this Treb! Are you trying to push up on it? I'm seeing a lot of people around the area. A lot of suppression as well. A little bit of a climb. BDSH controlling this west side wall. Whoa! This mole grabbing a... Crusader tried their best to save that musket. Probably not the best idea here. Condottieri's at the front fighting off against some prefecture guards. Prefecture guards do get slaughtered eventually. A massive, massive pull out from there. Whoa, the Trebs hitting high. Might have hit their own guys. We got some Rattan Rangers, in fact. The Embracium Wild Flame's probably going to be very critical in certain locations. Look at that nice flame effect also when those kerosene grenades do hit and go off. Love the burning ground. Although it does hurt my eyes whenever they go off. We got some bow riders outside, in fact, shooting. Interesting to see some Black Dragon Spearmen being available. Black Dragon Spearmen being the Tier 3 mercenary units. They are very pay to win if I was to say anything was pay to win. But good thing that mercenaries are only up to Tier 3. Although shield units are not particularly popular. They're weaker than the Iron Cap Spearmen, but they're much stronger than the Spearmen Militia, which they have similar costs for. Both sides taking some heavy losses, but looks like Crusaders have lost more units than the attackers right now. The strength of this push is mounting. We got plenty of guys here at the front at A. Crusaders have not begun to engage. Well, maybe they have, in fact. They've got some Alphabetiers about to charge in and some close range In fact, those are incendiary archers. Getting shot up, though. I think they got exploded, unfortunately. Grape shot coming out from someone. Where is it? Can't seem to spot it. Crusaders can't get on this point. Here comes a Treb. This Treb might be massive. One hit comes in. Oh, all the hits getting blocked. A second hit actually barely hits anything. The Prefecture Guards finally make a breakthrough that Halberdier line, or whatever that was stopping them. Some Salem sheds, but very strangely packed. It doesn't look like it was aiming at anything in particular either. Whoa. A charge from some Courtiers, probably not going to be very successful. Gets stopped. Again, aiming at the wrong target, maybe. Another Salem shed comes in, cutting their way through. Defenders are holding strong. Crusaders doing a massive work right now. Cavalry not being able to do anything. Not able to turn the tide. Again, coming in too late. Front line's already broken down. Crusader has absolute mastery over A point with their sheer number of infantry. Infantry are better at holding a point than cavalry. And heading straight into a sharp point is never a good idea. Aiming to retake the wall here. Kerosene grenades go off yet again, blocking that front gate. We got one guy heading towards the B point from DDSH. DDSH doesn't look to be in a good spot right now. Gonna have to agree with this guy on the other stream. This is a pretty bad map for attacking, especially on a competitive level. When you know all of your guys are going to be committing or not committing. Grenades still available. Two more gets tossed up. Let's see if they hurt. Yeah, they hurt, but they don't go down. Monks at the front just being thrown in to stall the enemy. 2 minutes to go. One ballista just snipes out a person's horse. Ah, God, must be very upset right now. The rain of arrows have begun. Although it's hitting mostly a fence. That is a terrifying sight to see. There's the sheer volume of arrows coming through. Bam! Here comes some Janissary Hucklebeteers. I didn't even see them in the lineup. More Garrison grenades go off, stalling out an entire push from peasants here. Although the A point is barely... Ooh, gets stalled yet again. Almost got Prefecture Guard, some Squires, in fact, trying to rush their way through. But the A point does get capped, in fact. Very upsetting. Fire is not your friend here. It is burning and burning up the entire enemy force right now. We've got 400 units down for the attacking side. Corsaliers trying to rush their way through. Fire and grenades getting tossed around here. Taking out those cavalry will be an easy job. Whoa, Monks going in for that range. Doesn't look like those from DDSH can protect their range. I say that, but doesn't look like it was completely effective. A little bit of grab here, a little bit of grab there. Goes for the B point, in fact. Crusaders are 5-man down, but they have plenty of soldiers. Just better not throw them in one at a time. Let the B point get capped. Plenty of soldiers to eat through. The C point should not be easy, but you also have to preserve your strength. If you are outnumbered. Shouldn't fight if you're outnumbered. Always fight when the enemy is just at a disadvantage. And right now, Crusaders are one at a disadvantage. But this is a good position here. They're all at the B point. So that means they're going to be wasting time. Catch them when they switch over. Will Crusaders catch them at the bridge? Or, whoa, they're going for a step. They're going for a stair push. That's going to be funny. Nah, they're going right across. Not a stairs push, but doesn't look like Crusaders are stopping them either. Honestly, I would be stopping them here. This passageway is great to catch them. extremely troubled area, but there's only 5 trebs left. Oh, here comes some halberdiers. Plenty of artillery still available. This is going to hurt a lot, in fact. Massive treb. Smacking everyone at the top of these stairs. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, hi, Fyra. Thanks for the raid. Come to watch the massacre of a competition right now. Not even a competition, a friendly tournament right now. Look at the sheer number of units in this pile. I don't know who's attacking and who's... I don't know who's winning at the moment, but a massive halberdier charge comes in from the side. Some woodcutters coming through the side. We got some Rossian wild flames actually burning up the place. This is bad, bad, bad for the attacking team. The attacking team gets pushed right out. But look at those scorpions going off the hinges. Some Ironcap bow riders getting shot to pieces. Well, I mean stabbed, not shot. We got some squires, in fact, just tanking some shots and stabbing some fools. Stab, stab, stab. 1 minute 40 to go. In fact, DDSH probably going to grab an extra minute. No defenders attack. Oh, nope. Crusaders might actually come down and catch this. Condottieri is leading the way. Does get slowed. Harbor not caught, not captured just yet. Probably a big mistake coming out from DDSH, but I'm not sure what they could have done, in fact. DDSH is almost out of troops, in fact. 350 troops to go. That's probably less than 12 units available. And we're seeing plenty of serfs. Ooh, I saw another monk come out. Bam! On to that point. Very interesting to see that no pikes coming out from either teams. That's very interesting, actually. I don't see a single pike from either of these teams. Is pike still locked for tournament reasons? Bam, bam. Hits that pike militia, and it's gone. Although DDSH cannot get the C point, they are just rushing it. More and more units. We got plenty of monks here on the front line. They're whirlwind quarterstaff mastery. Absolutely doing work here. Good defensive and offensive capabilities of that quarterstaff mastery is terrifying. Not to mention, it hits 3 times. They got a nasty debuff of a slow and a defensive debuff. And there we have it. Both 1-all. We'll get to see tier 4s in the next match, and border wall fort it is. Grayhair Garrison, come on out. I want to see them in action. I want to see how people use them. Not to mention, with only tier 4s available, I'm going to expect a lot of Tundras. I'm going to expect a lot of Berserkers, but I'm definitely going to be expecting the Grayhaired Garrison. I would love to see how well they do. Going to be entertaining, in fact. Got double invulnerability, not invulnerability, CC immunity abilities, and they've got a nasty charge. Very strong, in fact. But we're gonna have to wait. The next battle should be starting very shortly. Hello, Lord Zundering, and hello, Nat. Or Robbie the Ken, then Ken. Sorry that I didn't respond earlier. Watching the friendly tournament go off just now. The devs predicted, well, the cast on the other side, predicting just the Tundra Humans, Berserkers, and Imperial Bike Guards going to be very common. I think Loyal Guards are going to be probably more common than Imperial Bike Guards. But don't underestimate the number of Imperial Pike Guards people bring. Not to mention that they're probably overvalued in a sense. Water Brachio's could still be usable in Tier 4 only. In fact, I think they would be more useful than Imperial Pikes. Imperial Pikes get rinsed out by Tundra Humans on occasions. A lot of cavalry. Just going to be Tundra Humans, though. No other cavalry is good besides the Tundra Humans in Tier 4. They can do a lot of damage, and they can use a lot of damage, and then they can do a little bit of damage, but they run fast. I'm responding to the dev stream, and I'm just like, his description of Tundra Humans, a lot of damage, and they can do a lot of damage. Yeah. Their charge does a lot of damage, their patrol does a lot of damage, and their Snowwalker does a little bit of damage, but it has some properties which makes it very annoying to deal with. So what's annoying to deal with? Snowwalker gives them daze resistance. So you can still stun them and whatnot, but they kind of immediately just push through the CC. They don't get stunned for as long. Patrol, same gist. They kind of enter this special state where it cancels out whatever state they're currently in, and they can just force their way through. Not to mention, they also have bonus acceleration for both Snowwalker and Patrol. And then you have Charge. Charge is just Charge. You saw how ridiculous Cortelias were just now? Imagine Tundras, but it's tier 4. I mean, that Cordelia charge from the first match was amazing. Like, did you see how many troops just got slaughtered on their way through? And that's just the inherent problem of cavalry charge, able to just keep eating up units as it pushes through. Kind of dumb, in fact. Although that's how the game is designed. I wish they would change it, but I can only hope. I'm gonna have to just wait for that day to change. Range and stuff, I really do wish they also give a good look at the range. I want them to fix the fire rate because the fire rate's kind of ridiculously high. Did you see those prefecture archers? Did you see all of the archers just shooting like they were shooting machine guns? I don't even believe that there is an archer in the world that could shoot that fast. Not to mention shoot that fast with accuracy. Only half an hour more before we have to play two. These guys have to finish two matches of Wall Fort in half an hour. Otherwise, the Engagner and the Arab Knight match is going to be pushed back. And then you also have another Engagner versus Grey Wardens. This is like a hyper dense day. This is going to be a super long stream. I mean, it's already been an hour and we've only seen two matches. But we should be seeing Wolfort very shortly. Does look like we're going to be seeing the match begin. And here we go. I believe Crusaders should be attacking first, but here is Wolfort. Tier 4 is unlocked, boys and girls. Get ready to see some gray-haired Garrison in action. I hope there's gray-haired Garrison. I'm going to be very disappointed if these guys just are using monks because they're not confident in using the gray-haired Garrison. Again, what's with the attackers having only 14 people? And actually, very surprising, DDSH actually attacking first. Come on, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have plenty of Greyhead Garrison, but what is with the monks? Greyhead Garrison, please switch to the Greyhead Garrison. Actually, Greyhead Garrison and some monks. I don't know why these guys don't prepare their warband ahead of time. This would definitely save some confusion. Got some Tundra humans coming out from Crusaders. They're in it to win it. But look at the Berserkers coming out from DDSH. These guys are going to brute force if I ever seen one. Be fast. Got to be quick. Otherwise, you're going to be out of see. Yeah, this is going to be like a thing or something. Whoa! Am I counting this right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Whoa! Not only is DDSH down 1, they're down 2 right now. Not the best of times. Not the best of times. Still, a lot of muskets coming out from these teams, though it's not to be unexpected. Short swords, in fact, coming out both sides. Very fascinating to see that short swords didn't come out last time. I guess they're gonna need that extra staying power against these sheer strength. Whoa, but the other two players did load in on time, so that's good. Although they probably didn't get to choose their units. Grayhair, Garrison, let me see how strong you are. Or are you gonna be pretty piss weak? They got 3 guys here from Crusaders on. Whoa! What is this musket doing? Wow, massive lag spike there. He was on the ground halfway up. What is this short sword doing? He is down on the ground, being sent to death right now. Can't escape, in fact. Doing his best. He's running, he's running. He's going up, but he's going to get shot a couple times by these muskets. Hungry, hungry. Ooh, he does escape. Very surprising. All siege towers making their way downtown to the wall here. Very interesting to see that they chose a mortar to destroy. Here comes a Trebaruni onto that cannon, in fact. Gonna be around about another 20 seconds before that siege tower on the right-hand side gets up. Each side siege tower is gonna be very close indeed. The bridge's health should be pretty high. Bam, bam, boom. A lot of trebs being used to destroy the artillery. Trying to stall out the siege weapons. Front gate gets hit. Ooh, just got to kill that watcher, and all of the artillery here is gone. Does jump off, but he does survive. Down goes that watcher. I always find it hilarious watching people run at full speed while healing. I think the sprinting aspect of that healing thing is probably the best thing. Good thing it's expensive at 3 energy. Artillery's being built. Grayhair Garrison here at the front. We haven't seen very much action just yet. A lot of surf killing. No one here at the A point, though. What are you doing? What are you doing? Grayhair Garrison finally comes up. Oh, what a weird charge. Trying to catch something. But here's the Berserkers. Oh, no. Grayhair Garrison are retreating. Does mean that their first action in battle is just them dying. Unfortunate. Well, a mischarge and them dying. Ooh. Please tell me they can bring down this wall. This wall should be close to death. I think Grand Garrison's not going to do very well against cavalry, since cavalry will just cut straight through them. Not a bracing unit. Hello! Strangely enough, DDSH did not go for the B point, even though the bridge is still available. I mean, the wall is still open. Look at this, Berserkers. I'm going to estimate there's probably 4 squads of Berserkers. I'm not going to like what I'm going to see, but I'm just going to see Berserkers go crazy. Not a single longsword, though. A longsword with 6% damage reduction is going to be maddening. But here they come. In fact, Fortabratios push up. Shield walls push up. Holy cow, look at the bombs go off here. Impressive display. Standing strong, in fact. Berserkers, and look at that train of Grayhair Garrison, but the Berserkers here doing most of the work. Massive charge in the back. Look at that death count. Kill count. Holy cow. Massive losses out from Crusaders, but look, did you see that charge? You look dead to me. I am dead. Yeah, I'm so dead. I'm sad. Sad. Sad that Berserkers are just dominating the match right now. Like, this is not even a joke how strong Berserkers are right now. They're getting blasted to pieces, and they're still cutting through units like it's butter. But look at the what is Crusaders doing? They're just leaving this unit to die? Yeah, that's what's happening. You used to have very similar unit counts, but we're looking at almost 250 unit deficit for the defending side, and that's not good. That's not good at all. Grayhead Garrisons will be very good against Berserkers, dealing both damage and having defensive capability. But that's because they're attacking from the front, which is kind of dumb. Here comes a Treb. Do they get away from the Treb in time? Actually, sometimes humans walk right into it. Oh, massive hit into the center of that unit. Mostly gets out unscathed, in fact, but I do think probably 8 units died. We're looking at Crusaders picking up a couple of kills here with the Tundra humans in spades. Ooh, Tundra humans trying to catch the backside. Well, kind of catch retreating Tundra humans, but here they come. Very confused at what's happening right now. Looks like their Tundra humans came in for a sweep. Sweeps up one gray-haired Garrison and comes right through. Both sides just brutalizing their forces. 8 minutes to go, so this could end fairly quickly. Halberdier Sergeants. One of the few units with Stun on Brace by default. What I mean by that is that they have Stun on Brace in their veterancy line, making them a pretty good unit, if I do say. That is hilarious. You're in a deathmatch with just full pikes. No, you're in a siege with just full pike. Great. I don't know, man. Pike is strong. It's versatile as well, but if everyone's pike... I mean, like, everyone was short sword, everyone could just thunderstruck, but now you have 15 guys with really short cooldown ults, so it's gonna be pretty mad to get hit by so many ults so often. Guy's gonna be running low on trebs anytime now. Got some Fortabrachers, in fact. Nice to see them around. They are strong units. They will try to protect you from these 100 humans. 100 humans going in. Get blasted to pieces. This longsword controlling the long... 100 humans just gets swept. But the wave of Crusaders coming on through. C point is a little bit capped. But Crusaders does have that deficit to make up for. Not good at all. Unable to stabilize the situation at Z. They need to send in more troopers. These leftover berserkers are cutting. Whoa! We got some Grayhair Garrison holding off some Fortabrachers, in fact. What are they doing? Just slightly moved up. That's interesting. Oh no. What Russia is not information and not being protected. Although they didn't die, but they're not surviving either. Crusade is trying to clean up this formation of Grayhair Garrison. Does look like the controller has left it to die. Still sitting around about 270 now for the unit deficit. Crusaders might be looking pretty scared running out of units. I don't know what this guy is sitting on. Lanzi is sitting on this B-side stairs. They have gotten the B point. Looks like some mild artillery usage from DDSH right now. Namcans, in fact, being deployed, getting shot one at a time by this longbow. I don't know what just charged in, but it looks like Palace Guards, not fully veterans, or some kind of hybrid veterancy, not leaded. So very interesting. Ooh, does look like they increased the attack range of the swords. That's interesting. Berserkers still available. They're cutting up Halberdier. They're cutting up this Grayhair Garrison. Grayhair Garrison standing just briefly before it starts to get cut away. Here comes some Black Dragon Spearmen. Gonna be very unfortunate for these gray-haired garrisons, just getting pummeled right now by CC. Not really seeing any, not really truly seeing any large effectiveness. Again, their unit cohesion is, well, they don't have very much unit cohesion. There are a mixture of 3 different unit types. Ooh, nice! Crusader finishes off the controller unit. Crusader holds yet another attack. DDSH has been pushed off yet again. Oh, finally a pike. 2 pikes, in fact. I didn't even notice. There was 2 pikes coming out from DDSH. No pikes coming out from Crusaders, in fact. Very interested to see. Pike's right click. You're complaining about the dismount, the forced dismount on the right click of Pike? I think it's hilarious. It's a good addition, in fact. It gives the Pike a very powerful tool. Great at chasing, in fact. And it basically makes Pike the, like, basically, on, like, best, like, can control which battlefield. If you're on a horse, you just kill the horse, or you stab the horse. You if you don't want to stab the horse, you can just knock him off the horse. Iron Cat Bow Riders, in fact, from Crusaders. I'm not sure if they're going to be too effective. They're kind of a half squad. I don't know what he's doing, but he's getting them killed. Tundra humans are their best bet. Whoa, look at all these serfs, in fact. Salem sheds. Oh my god. Tundra humans just cutting their way through at the back. Not a good spot, though. 2 minutes left to go. This will be a desperate last push. Wow, these muskets are really coming out huge with those caltrops, but Tiger Humans just forcing their way through. Nothing's stopping them. Quality of units right now. Although that unit deficit was pretty huge, quality of units at the end does look like Crusaders will hold this C point, and they're just going to hunt down the rest of DDSH. Oh, there's a pike from Crusaders. DSH has a couple of permadeaths coming out. Didn't get to quite see if there were permadeaths coming out from Crusaders. Doesn't look like any. For the last minute or so, we'll get to see some people just hunting down. Well, it's just a manhunt for the last minute. Defenders do win. Does look like some people are already leaving early. But that being said, I think Crusaders are pretty relaxed right now. You can see this guy on the ground sleeping. Well, it's just a lie down emote. I mean, if all of the DDSH members leave, he would do an automatic win. But looks like they want to just last the last 10 seconds. Let's see if this musket dies in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Does not die. Alright. Congratulations, Crusaders. Holding the defense. A lot of defenses being held today. We'll get to see one more match between DDSH and Crusaders. It's going to be Crusaders attacking this time. Wonder if we're going to see as many Berserkers. The Berserkers did massively at the beginning, but I don't know what happened in the middle-ish section. Not being able to deal with the Tundra humans definitely probably bit them in the ass there. But do remember, folks, this is a friendly tournament. You want to showcase the new units. Definitely Berserkers are going to be the pride and joy of the season 6. The season 6 Wolves of Ragnarok. Otherwise, right now, the Grayhair Garrison doesn't really have anything in particular that makes them stand out or special. Do like to see what kind of situations they will be useful in. Haven't really seen a proper display just yet, but maybe we'll see. Tundra Humans also being extraordinarily aggressive, being like pretty broken since the nerf to Northern Lights Cavalry. Tundra Humans pretty much the best unit from season 5, in fact, top rated. I would definitely put, if I were to put like the most broken units out from all the seasons, you got the Keshigs from season 1, you got the probably I would say the Pavis from season 2, season 3, Blood of the Empire, Iron Pagodas, straight away, Iron Pagodas. Season 4, Loyal Guards, straight up Loyal Guards, super strong. Season 5, you got the Snowstorm season, which is the Tundra Humans, Berserkers from the season 6, and now season 7, I'm not sure. Not very much experience. Does seem like the monk seems to be very situational. Also, again, Grayhair Garrison being very situational. I do believe their tier 5 is going to be pretty much the strongest. Well, probably going to be the unit of the season. Although it's going to be hard to. It's going to be mostly down to stat reasons. Only at a 265, otherwise 280 once the season ends. Leadership makes it the cheapest tier 5 you'll ever see. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. You know, in retrospect, the Grayhair Garrison could technically just be 3 different units. It would have been so cool if they just did it so that there was like a triple veterancy line. One for to change this entire unit to shields, one to change the entire unit to swords, and one to change it entirely into pikes. The units would perform drastically different, but it'd be also cool. And then you can have like some intermediates. So how I would design it, so you'd have the 3 veterancy lines, and then at like a third of the way through, I would have probably. Well, no, that's the thing. Iron Reapers it has the entire unit using one weapon. So what I mean by like when you have the veterancy lines, you change the entire unit to only use one weapon if you elite them. Otherwise, you keep the concept of this hybrid unit. And when I mean like it's not a hybrid unit as in like the traditional hybrids we had with Iron Reapers or Shield Maidens, and definitely not a hybrid like Rattan Rangers. It's a hybrid unit in the fact that it has different weapons for a certain number of models. 8 models each, in fact. 8 models of swords and shields, 8 models of pikes, and 8 models of longswords. So, I mean, it would be really cool. I would design the unit to have the 3 veterancy lines, one for each weapon, and it would be very spectacular how different each of the units would be. And then you have kind of like in a way, no hands. What do you mean? I'm not even playing right now. But I would I would have like a third of the way through the veterancy line, like a kind of like a mini node, so that you could have a perfect like a unit where it keeps the 3 different types of units. And I think it would be cool to have that a unit like that would change drastically upon eliting them in the veterancy line. That's my take of it. But besides that, let's get on to the next battle at Wallfort. Yet again, I think it's a visual bug. I don't think this is actually happening. But we only get to see less than 15 on the attacker's side and 15 on the defender's side. So that's just very confusing. Um, Definitely seeing just sheer numbers of Tundra humans coming out from DDSH. I think they learnt their lesson from seeing all the Tundra humans. Very interested to see, in fact, a lot of pikes coming out from Crusaders, but no pikes coming out from DDSH. So I think DDSH is going to be in for a rude awakening, and also still going with the sheer number of muskets right now. They also got some longbows, 3 in fact, coming out from DDSH. Short swords still in the minority here, I would say. Both sides, not taking that many short swords. Never underestimate the longbows. Longbows will murder your face and murder your head. Well, your face is on your head, so I guess that's saying not really good. Yeah, that's a lot of muskets. I mean, I count 6, but I could be lying. The weather effect is being very biased to nighttime right now. Not too many guys here on the west side. In fact, I think only 2 people on the west side. Left-hand side, not gonna be the main focus. Never seen, well, not that I've never seen a successful bridge push, but it's fairly uncommon to ever really get all the way. A natural unit deficit of around about 130. Not gonna be too important when it comes down to things. I mean, like, you got some odd unit numbers coming out, but also the number of surf units coming out from the attacking team does seem to be on the lower side. They're inside on the small fort. Wonder how much HP this bridge has. Is it a call to go across? No. Not unfortunately. Would be interesting, but also very difficult to control, because if the bridge is too low, heroes won't cross. If the bridge is too high, you're going to need a lot. You're going to need a lot of time to destroy it. So you're gonna have to allocate. I don't know how to. Very difficult to control. That's the thing. You want some units to get past, but you also don't want. You also want to destroy the bridge. Otherwise, it just becomes a pitched battle on the bridge. I mean, if it's too high, it would just become a pitched battle on the bridge. And the defenders will have to submit quite a bit of force. But there's only around about 4 guys here on the west-hand side. I mean, left-hand side. These siege towers are not making very much progress, are they? Longbows probably doing their work and shooting off those stupid peasants. He's still there, by the way. Wow, it's super intense, though. He is... catching a couple of units, running away. That poison makes it almost impossible to catch a dual blade in that scenario. God, that's cancer. It's just like... you can't run your units away, and you can't catch a dual blade either. So, that poison... I mean, like, dual blade got a pretty big nerf in their basic attack, reducing by 20%, but... dual blade got some of the best runes I've ever seen. Right-hand siege tower and left-hand siege tower are up on this wall. Here comes a Treb. Smack bang right into that defending force. Wow, we're looking at plenty of losses. Almost, probably 20 plus, probably 30 plus right there. Smack bang into the face. Although, the action is pretty far away. I wish we did get to see a little bit closer. This overview is not very great for catching details. But it does look like a staring competition as Trebs continue to come through. I'm not sure who's winning, but it does look like Crusaders are pushing up onto these stairs. Massive losses coming out for the defenders. The defenders keep dropping units. Grayhair Garrison trying to just hold their ground. Very interesting to see, in fact. Finally gets CC'd in the end after their CC immunity just ends. Massive trebs indeed. These trebs are coming in very slowly. Like, they try to hardpoint it, but they get trebbed to pieces. 300 unit deficit now. That's 150 units up from their natural. Considering that we got some loyal guards here at the front. A lot of traditional stuff. Nice to see some Imperial Pikes, some Fortabraccios. Does seem like Berserkers and the Grayhair Garrison were used. Just a few Grayhair Garrisons remaining. Ooh, this Jewel Blade. Very, very sneaky. Does look like they snuck around and going to the B point. Grayhair Garrison is going to be pretty terrifying to defeat by on its own. Also, Prefecture Pikeman. Here comes a charge. Oh, what was that? That was very interesting. Those shields blocked the charge. I believe they used the formed the 3-line formation on the spot. Very strange. It's kind of like a bracing ability. Also, CT immunity. Charging in. Smack, smack, smack. Shield, emergency shield wall by these palace guards. Oh no. 100 humans in the back. Although it wasn't terribly effective. The front line crushing Crusaders here. Chasing down the remaining. Tons of Tundra humans coming out. But DDSH actually has some pikemen inbound, killing off those that one Crusader. But let's see what happens here. The C point is open. Oh, gonna be cutting it close. They try to stall. Just a tick or two away. Damn. Sacrifices a 100 human for that. Here comes a Treb directly onto the Fortabraccio. The perfect target. You want that. You want that Fortabraccio off the field. Gonna be very difficult to deal with all your Tundra humans, but Tundra humans from both sides coming out. Does look like Crusaders are on the back foot, getting pushed out completely here. I would stop throwing your units in and start setting up. Could catch a lot of Tundra humans as they force their way through. Although Tundra humans coming out for Crusaders. Fortabraccio is getting very close to the front line here. You could lose your Tundra humans for free. Berserkers actually cleaned up so many Tundra humans. I keep saying that because there's just so many Tundra humans on the field. Between the Berserkers and those Grayhair Garrison. I think those Grayhair Garrison might win, in fact. Pretty impressive display, do I might say. They're on the front line, but they die super quickly at the very end there. That's a situation where you Grayhair Garrison really performed, I think. That desperate fight at the end. That healing is pretty massive. Berserkers could probably out heal as well, but you see the damage coming out from those guys smacking the Berserkers. The heal, 10%. 10% of your missing health, or like 10% of your health when you're like below 40. Hello, that's like, I don't know, 2,000 damage? I mean, 1,000 health every hit? It's stronger than the heal for the Spearman line. Whew. Gray-haired Garrison kind of semi-charged in there. Not sure what they're planning to do. But getting surrounded here, they're gonna fight on two fronts. Spam! Look at that, Whoa! Trying to standing up to that Imperial Pike Walk. That immunity to CC is doing wonders for the Grayhair Garrisons. But unfortunately, Tundra Humans come in through and sweep them out. Actually, I take that back. That was from the defender's side. Tundra Humans sweeping out the defenders is not a surprise here. Not being able to stand your ground for Crusaders just means that they're not set up properly. But probably running out of valuable resources, in fact. Already lost a lot of Tundra Humans, and I do believe that DDSH will have more Tundra Humans than them very shortly, or if not, they already have more Tundra Humans. Very bad idea to have swords and shield units fight off against Fort of Russia like this. But also, Fort of Russia is not in formation. Where are your defending units? Ah, foolish, foolish, foolish. You're losing the Fort of Russia for free here. Tundra Humans coming in from the backside. Massive charge. But does not finish them all off. Need to go for another swing. Here comes some Grayhair Garrison. One plus some Fort of Russia. It cleans up the rest of these guys. Finally making their way through to the sea point. Some Namcans on the field. Those Namcans should get swept up so fast. Shouldn't even... Whoa! Ah, damn it. I thought that was going to be a charge. But unfortunately, it didn't work. Grayhair Garrison's charge is not the strongest. Probably not the strongest. I haven't had my chance to use them just yet. I haven't seen a successful charge of the Grayhair Garrison go off, well, cleanly. I was hoping that Short Sword just get annihilated, but I think the charge ended before the Short Sword collided. The sea point has been gotten. Crusaders beating out DDSH. DDSH has literally no units left. Five units left. I give them 5 units. If even, we've got looking at DDSH leaving the match. What is happening? Wow. Really? Ah, you poor sports. You poor sports. Why would you leave the match? This is just a friend. That's bad manners. If you're gonna leave the match, don't even play. I'd only expect people to leave the match if they're permadeath. If the entire team of DDSH is not permadeath, that's insulting. That is insulting. One, 2 people are permadeath. 2 people are permadeath. That means they still had 12 players on the field. Upsetting. That's upsetting for me. Bad manners. What's interesting, Escripin?
They chose to leave the match because they didn't want to keep getting killed by Crusaders. I don't know what's happening on the Chinese side. I don't know what they would be saying in game because we don't get to see the text in game. I'm pretty sure these guys were like shouting at each other maybe. But when you're here in a show match, especially when you're supposed to be friendly, you gotta give it. I mean, like in anything, I'd say you gotta give it your all. If you're there, you gotta give it your all. Oh no, yeah, nah. Crusaders during the finals disgraced their victory by spawn capping them when they should have just won. They wasted an entire, I don't know, like 3 minutes, and it's mind-boggling as well because like us watching it is not fun. It's not fun watching it like that. I get that like you want to show that you're the best, but show that you're the best by winning. There is no need to spawn camp. Like, this is not League of Legends where diving the fountain is extremely dumb and risky, where everyone just gets insta-dead. These spawn areas are not completely safe for the defending team. These spawn areas, like the fact that Crusaders could sit on the spawn areas and kill them, is a bad thing. First of all, because like again, spawn camping is possible. Secondly, it's just watching a spawn camp like this. It's just sad. It's just sad. Yeah. Leaving, BMing. I mean, I can get emotes if they're in good fun, but like, they do really make it does really make it feel like the emotes are insulting, especially when you got the you are too weak one. I wish they kept the you are in we like I am internal, I am internal or something instead of and they changed it to you can't see they won't see me anymore. I mean they you won't see me. So yeah. Oh yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Bad manners, probably spawn camping is probably bad manners in all actions you could probably do. It's bad manners to not just win. Like it's bad manners to just be like, I'm just gonna sit here, wait for the enemy, and it's just gonna be like harder on me. Or you're doing something to the enemy and it's just like you could have already won though. Hey, trash talking is a psychological thing. Sometimes it's good to have it there, sometimes it's not. But especially when you're like in-game actions will definitely be displayed to us. You don't want any kind of like actions that is not entertaining to watch. It's not entertaining to watch a spawn camp where it's 100% sure that you're gonna win, and only for the attacking side to not capture the base point because they want to spawn camp. It's a waste of our time, and it's a waste of the defending team side. And that's where it's confusing, because it works for the defending side to spawn camp the defenders. Because, like, another condition of winning for the defenders is to literally murder every single attacker. that's an action, that's like an actual win condition. It's a little bit different. It'd be so good to see these guys once I get my hands on them. 14 more hours to go, and we'll get to have the Grayhair Garrisons available to grind for. Probably won't be able to get to use them on day one, but I'm definitely going to be using them all season long. Same with the monks. I just love the concept behind it as a self-contained combined arms unit. Also, I love how all of the faces of the old man are quite different. There's about 4 different faces for the old men. Their stats are not bad either. I've checked their stats. I think it's been lowered since the last time I've seen them, but my god, these the Grayhead Garrison has a base health of 9,000 at level 1. At level 1, Grayhair Garrison has a base health of 9,000. That means at max level, they'll probably have something like 12 or 13,000 health. That's really high, by the way. What's interesting now, seeing this again, is that dodge back when the short sword and shield came flying in is actually not Wandering Dragon. It's just a regular dodge. What's also interesting is that Wandering Dragon doesn't have perfect invincibility frames. What I mean by that is that Wandering Dragon has some, to some extent, CC immunity. You can still get damaged, and definitely you can get choked. But I think the ending frames, I think there's a long ending, I think someone explained it as like end lag, where the movement skill has already ended, but the animation is still ongoing. Where you can be caught. So they're definitely like... no. Rolling escape from the short sword is completely immune. Hi, Nat. So the short bow rolling escape and parting gift, and the parting shot are completely CC immune. Iron Cap Swordsman? I don't know, actually. I've never actually I don't have Iron Cap Swordsman with full maximum cooldown. But I'm pretty sure it's short enough for to be able to charge while they're charging. That shouldn't be possible. There's no way Iron Cap Swordsmen have a cooldown so short that they charge 3 times in a second. Because that makes no sense. Because the startup frame is already half a second. Why would you, like, if you charge 3 times? Iron Cap Swordsmen have um have a lot of nodes to decrease the base cooldown, and I think I got a bottom line Iron Cap Swordsman that has like 7 or 6 second cooldown charges. Yeah, the base is like 40 seconds. Yeah, yeah, 5 second cooldown on Iron Cap Swordsman of an insanity. Do you mean the Madal Battalion? No, like, no, the Iron Cap Swordsmen have a really short cooldown, like sub 10 seconds. Like, it's very easy to get sub 10 seconds on Iron Cap Swordsman. The Madal Battalion, man, they've changed it slightly. They changed the veterancy around. I think the descriptions were wrong the first time anyway. Apparently, the Chinese name is like Du Dao Shanghao or something. I'm not gonna even try to say that again, but like, that's interesting. We're all recruiting, man. Every time, always recruiting. We want more players in this game. So the more players, the better. I want this game to be huge. I want 100,000 people playing this game. That's up to you, man. Honestly, you gotta stop asking for permission. Well, so I've been told. I mean, I've been told that the name comes from a book series, and apparently the series is called Wheel of Time. So, yeah. Nat, if anything goes wrong, it's your fault. Do realize that. Excellent job, man. Like, it's not like we were talking about how BM is bad just earlier. In the book series or in game? Because I don't think Ale is spear only. That'd be hilarious. But anyway, we're gonna have Arab Knights versus Engangners here. Very limited number of archers coming out from Engangners, and limited archers coming out from Arab Knights, but still quite a few, in fact. Namkhans are facing the other way, so they're facing left bottom. Yeah, Desert Folk who fight with spears. Yeah. Silver era only. Heilong Fjord, first few matches, Silver era only. Then you got Wall Fort with Heroic era only. Born in the USA. Wait, the new tier 5 unit just looks like another version. You wouldn't be technically wrong. I would put it down. Okay, so you see, it uses an aspect of Royal Janissaries, but that actually can't be helped because Royal Janissaries are realistically what you want to see on like a lot of tier 5 or like the heavy. Basically, the Royal Janissaries is the heavy armor class, what you'd expect. What you would expect from like free aim abilities. Iron Reaper, I mean, like, it will be very similar as well with the Iron Reaper case. If they give them a charge, it will be like the Iron Reapers, but this is where it's interesting, because the Modal Battalion has a charge, which is very, very weird. They make contact, and they do the overhead swing then. So. Yes, the truth can be BM sometimes. Bad Manners is doing something. Well, I mean, Bad Manners is doing something where it is designed to trigger the opponent person you're talking about. Doesn't matter if it's true or not. What you're doing is Bad Manners because what you're doing is inciting. Um, what are you inciting? Some kind of discomfort. Ah, I don't know the word. I don't know the word. I'm not very good with words. But yeah, Bad Manners. You shouldn't do it because it just shows the kind of character you are. Bad Manners is not good. It just shows a lack of respect for people. And I mean, if you don't have a lot of respect for people in general, you're just going to turn out to be that kind of person. We live in a society where we need to respect each other. I mean, if we had no respect for each other at all times, we'd literally end up killing each other. And we do. Because cultures kill each other because they don't like each other, because they don't respect each other. And it just comes down to that. Why are we talking about this kind of philosophy or bullshittery and stuff? We should be watching the game. Arab Knight setting up some heavy artillery. Same with Engangners. Engangners bombarding the shit out of these mortars here. One does go down. Treb comes in. Does look like they're using the Treb to suppress the area. Loses the Scorpion and 2 mortars. I don't know how they didn't expect that to happen. Already down 100 units when attacking monkeys. They're gonna about to lose a bunch more as they get surrounded here. Whoa! Look at that lag. Probably from our from our observers side. Probably this is probably a South America server. I think Angegna is actually from Europe, if I'm not wrong. Alp Halberdiers versus some Pike Militia. Pike Militia not doing too hot as they get burnt to death here. They're trying to re-brace in a more looser formation. Does start stun locking a couple of these Alp Halberdiers. Massive charges coming in through. Condottieri's come to clean up the rest of the units here at A point. Arab Knights not doing too hot now, losing out an additional 100 units here. Probably 200 units down now. The losses are mounting as Arab Knights continue to throw in unit after unit. This short sword has been lucky in surviving, but throwing away a slim shed. In fact, I think an Iron Cap, yeah, these Iron Cap scouts also get caught. A leftover Alp Halberdiers facing off a full strength. Oh, here comes a charge, but does miss mostly. This flame may save this Condottieri. Does indeed. Condottieri's three ways right now. There's four Condottieris at this B point, and some high throws coming out from some Barcian Wild Flames. Barcian Wild Flames are annoying to deal with. Definitely should take them off the field as soon as possible. The fire in tier 3s only are extraordinarily effective. But here is a push towards the A point. Massive fire, liquid fire, I believe, hitting down. Trying to stall for time. This poleaxe dodges the hero and just trying to use the speed to run through. Condottieri is in reinforcements. The Alp Halberdiers re-brace, in fact, in this mix. Oh, Bracey and Wild Flames doing their work here. The front line is going to break down as more and more charge in. Not a good plan right now. The fire is burning. Here comes another throw. Oh, Alp Halberdiers in the very center. Breaks their way through, cuts their way through. Slam on down. But Alp Halberdiers coming up from Arab Knights rock up. In the meantime, the B side gets captured as focus goes towards the A side. This is really good if they position themselves at the supply point. They don't all need to be at the base point, at the B point here. But it may have been a mistake for them not cutting them off early. Both sides may be held. The heroes alone will be very difficult to finish off. Big abilities coming off one at another. The Iron Cap Spearmen are rocking up. They're trying to force their way through. It doesn't actually work. Alp Halberdiers have brace, ready to charge. You're going to lose a lot of Condottieris in a second. Yes, you do, but the A point also get captured. Go across the bridge, don't go to B. Don't go to B. That's it, that's it. Go across, go across. Although the unit deficit is increasing. The defense from Engagner is doing very well in Tier 3. Really about committing. I'll say. A strong defensive formation can deal with the AI Berserkers, since AI Berserkers are not really that strong. They're just difficult to deal with. High HP deals damage and can heal once they get full stacks. Am I seeing things right? Come on, don't do this to me. Do I need to refresh this thing? Yes. Damn it. Clean feed. Why you do this to me? Such is lag. Such is my life. The encoding, the forced encoding thing doesn't work all the time. Whoa! Some rattan round shields absolutely just get decimated as they get lit on fire. But finally, those racing wild flames do get taken down. One thrown at the very end there. And Gegner not letting this B point get taken easily. I see a lot of fire, in fact. A heavy stair push coming out from Arab Knights. Getting blasted to pieces, though, with the muskets throwing like crazy. Although it does look like they have an advantage here on the C point, pushing Engagner's back. Engagner's in a full retreat, in fact. Well done with the push at B. Well done at the push at C. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see all of it. Missed about 10 or so seconds. But here we go. We're looking at Arab Knights pushing Engagners towards the base point. But Engagners have 800 units. 700 to the attackers, 738 units. Mentor being caught out here. Can he be finished off? I think he is. He's doing his best to survive. In fact, holy cow. Will the cow drop? And he does go down. Impressive display at resilience here. Short swords do not die easily. And that is a major gripe for a lot of people. Arab Knights have availability in artillery, so they are going to make use of it. Unfortunately, they did lose out a couple of their Namcans just now. Not the best of feelings watching half your archer unit get blown to pieces by a single musket bomb, especially on the when you're on the attacking side. You just feel disgusted with the musket on the defending side getting free shots like this. Not as bad as it used to be with longbows shooting your archers from like 50 miles away. This Treb's very interesting. Just gonna hit a couple of Namcans. In fact, getting stopped by a barrier 2 times. 3 times. Holy cow. Can this thing not hit true or something? Or maybe I'm just blind. For some reason, that long range seems like it got hit, stuck by the barrier all 3 times, bunch of times. Mortars coming in, wrecking this Iron Cap Spearman and Pike Militia line. Oh, you have got to be kidding me! Not again. Probably gonna see a yeah. There was a skip just there, but thankfully it didn't cancel out like last time. The mortaring has been semi-effective, but only catching up around about 50 kills. They did lose, like, a charge straight into the front of a shield line. Not a smart move. Not a smart move. Although they will eventually break through. You want something with harder hitting abilities. These monks at the front should be the one to break the shield line. Although they didn't time it very correctly. Nor did they time it with hero abilities. Come on, don't do this to me. Just a lot of Condottieri just getting locked up here. And some friendly fire Trebs, in fact. Iron Cap Spearmen surviving like the beasts they are. But on the backside here, we got Halberdiers cutting their way through. Whoa, Alp Halberdiers chopping. That fire will be annoying though. Cutting the left-hand side away as more reinforcements come in. The unit count is becoming very close. Gonna come down to which unit is better right now. Gonna have to have these Iron Cap Spearmen force their way through. They are trying to advance, but doesn't work. Keep going. Unfortunately, doesn't make it all the way through. Does look like the hero short swords are the ones that are going to stay on this point. Minute 40 to go. realistically, Arab Knights really need to focus on killing the units, otherwise they're going to get outnumbered in a second. Wow, this freeze frame is not doing well. Once this is over, I need to reset the thing yet again. That's not good. Grape shots. In fact, Arab Knights should be building grape shots. They have a minute. 8 heroes to go. Finish off each of the heroes one at a time. Surprisingly, still on the point. Come on, units. This is where monks would be very great. Holy cow. Die, die, die. Short swords, die. Please die, short sword. Your refusal to die annoys me. And I mean that literally. The short swords are literally just spawning back in and just on this point, unfortunately, Arab Knights do not have the capability of just killing these short swords. These short swords are just too tanky. Otherwise, these guys do not have enough damage. Actually, losing out. Alpha Air Charge comes in, annihilates a guy. Unfortunately, it does not look like Arab Knights are going to get this base point. Such sadness. But a good hold by Engagner, and Engagner not losing this, not losing the defense here. Impressive display. So many short swords. I think Engagner had like 50% short swords at the end there. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god, I just noticed novelty here at the bottom of Engagner has 0 unit kills. There's a bunch of games, man. We still have 3 more matches for Engagner versus Arab Knights, and then we have Engagners versus Grey Wardens for 4 matches. There's a lot of matches tonight. I don't know why there's so many matches. Yeah, how do you have 0 kills in tier 3 only and 2 deaths? Yeah, look, the battle between Engagners versus Grey Wardens don't start until midnight, my time. That means I'll be up until 2 o'clock today. If anything, I want to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep in an hour, in 8 minutes. That's my normal time I sleep. I'm just gonna run a quick ad, guys. Holy cow.
I'm gonna be so sleepy. So sleepy. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. I was in uni. I'm now supposed to be a hardworking individual, but I don't have a full-time job yet. I should get one. I hope I could probably make. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to do. I don't want to work too hard. I'm like a privileged millennial, or close to it. I'm like the generation before millennials. Hard-working and veteran. I mean, Lord Sundering. Jesus Christ, man, that guy's been through some things. Maybe I should go to the army. I studied Bachelor's of Science at this in computer science. I actually switched it to a business analysis degree at the very end, just so I can pass because I didn't because although I did all of the units for computer science, I didn't actually pass a particular core unit during the second part, so I never actually finished. So the second match between Engangners versus Arab Knights is about to begin on Heilong Fjord, with Engangners now attacking with Arab Knight defending as well. I don't want to move though. I want to just stay in Australia. It's not that I can't get a job, or I mean, like I don't even know if I want to get jobs in that area. Looks like Engagner is going for a stacked A side. Probably a standard push, I do believe. Having a quick look. Yeah, look at that top side short sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 short swords coming out from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 short swords coming out from Arab Knights as well. Like, almost half their team is short swords and Gangners. And then we have so many muskets. 5 muskets, in fact, coming out from Engangners. Only 3 coming out from Arab Knights, which is actually kind of strange. You would expect Arab Knights to actually have more muskets than the attacking side, but apparently not. This time, Arab Knights only have 14 players in, which is kind of weird. But it's game time, Pogs. Belly flop squad about to roll out. My god, it's not even a belly flop, it's like a shoulder bash into the ground. I, I'm still surprised that, like, we don't see fire arrows very often. It might be because of the visual, like, some particle thing, where we don't get to see the fire arrows from long distances. Like, Rattan Marksman would be very good as well. Fire Incendiary Archers would also be very good, but everyone's choosing the classic Namcans because the bleed OP, because it deals with heroes very easily. Wow, a Treb coming out, mostly missing. I'm very upset about that. There's plenty of Connotaries up here. Smacking these guys out early will be great for Engangnos. But it's just 3 kills right now. Looks like the unit counts was fairly similar, and will probably be similar. But there's 1,700 units on both sides to be eaten through, so gonna be a while. Gonna be a long time of battling, in fact. There goes the muskets. Gonna burn down and hit that shield unit a couple times. Oh my god, why are you doing this to me? Please. Clean feed. Clear. Oh god damn it. Hang on, guys. Going to give these guys again. Come on. Don't mess up again, otherwise I'm gonna be really sad. Nah, I think the short timer is what makes the defending side able to actually win. If they actually give the attackers more time, I don't think the defenders could win at all. One Arab Knight Pike there. Lots of Rattan Rangers, in fact, and some Namcans. No one standing on the A point though. They got 4 heroes standing back. Here comes a mole. They did very well trying to hold that, let's say, wall. But look at the unit count, man. Although that's probably because from the beginning. But they did eat up a couple of free units, so I'm not sure what's happening here. Arab Knights are definitely losing out a couple of some high tier units. Especially when we're considering some of the ranged units getting taken out pretty early on. Pretty brave, if I do say, though. They stand and fight, shooting even as they get shot to pieces. A lot of people would run their ranged units away when they get even one person dies. This shield unit by itself, unsupported, and again, why are you doing this to me? Trying to take out those mortars, but Engagner's defending that with their lives, and a freeze frame yet again.
It's not even my fault. It's just the internet. I'm getting this from someone else. So just gonna skip in a second. Yep, there's a skip, 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 skip. Wow, we missed quite a bit there. Shield walls moved up to A. It does look like shield walls are in place. Whether or not they can hold these points or that Arab Knights can break through. You blame climate change. I blame whoever provides my stupid internet. Does look like Engangners will get the A point here. Some more reinforcing from both sides. Both sides are on fire. Bad for those rattan round shields though. Rattan round shields will die instantly if you even if they get touched by fire. Take bonus damage, in fact. Yeah, I know my stream is fine. What I meant to say is I blame whoever providing this clean feed, or however I'm getting this clean feed. This clean feed needs to be better. It needs to be 1080p, maximum quality as well. Like when I run this game, I expect this to be the highest level of detail that the game could possibly offer. Because I can tell you right now, this is not the best. This is not the best quality. Because I play on the best quality. I say 1080 because like most monitors can't even show above 1080. But 1080 is pretty much the standard. Arab Knights pushing back with Prefecture Guards. A nice hold, in fact. This is actually really good. Arab Knights stalls out the push towards the Harbor City. Nice catch. Not a single person went to B. Engagner doing the right thing, but Engagner's getting stalled out. Not to mention pushed back. An aggressive defense. Being down 200 units, though. You do this to me, my heart breaking right now. Flip, 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 flip. Pike Militia being very aggressive, just trying to just push through, but not even attacking though. Come on, just brace them. Stun on brace is so strong. The moment these guys will try to attack, they'll get stunned before they can finish their attack. B side getting caught. Arab Knights pushing out, but this could be a huge mistake. B side gets capped. That supply point gets capped, and Gangnos has almost 300 units above Arab Knights. Arab Knights now out of position. Not enough people towards the C point. One of their mole players just gets killed. Will they be able to stall? And yet again, oh my god! Ah, this clean feed will be the death of me. Not like this! Not like this at all. But Arab Knights still coming back. Although Anganos didn't capitalize completely, they did catch a unit or two. Unit deficit continues to increase, and it's pretty drastic. Oh no, we got the Bracian Wild Flames now being deployed by Engangners. That's going to burn up the Prefecture Guards, even though they will beat Condottieri's one-on-one with support. That's going to change very drastically. Looking at the desperate eyes of Arab Knights, they're just throwing their units even in bad situations. That shield wall defends against the Condottieri. The Condottieri is completely locked up right now, getting slaughtered as it goes down this stairs. The four heroes, without unit support, are going to die, completely surrounded as well. This short sword is still not dead, and he's in the middle of the units. Finally goes down. You know, I'd say that the short swords are too tanky, but people would just argue that, no, the emotes should be on, but I mean, like, I don't have emotes myself. I mean, I see the emotes. Is it not showing up on the stream? It's not showing up on the chat properly? But anyway, and Gegner gets the C point with 300 units up on the attacking side, and I do believe a couple of Arab Knights should be on their last life or on permadeath already. Not on good shine. It's going to be a bit brutal here for the left. Well, no. A lot of attacks have strong daze capabilities. I mean, everyone's complaining about Pike having strong daze capability. You can daze lock anyone with a Pike. And it's really easy too, by the way. But it's just like having enough damage. If you have enough damage and your equipment is better than the enemy, you could daze lock with Jewel Blade, and that is a nightmare. Because if Jewel Blade can stun lock because all of their normal attacks have two components, meaning that they'll attack twice. So getting daze lock is like not uncommon. I mean, when I talk about daze lock, you can get dazed out of skills with people just using their normal attacks. I don't know what triggers it. I don't know what the conditions are completely, but I think it has to do something to do with damage or strength, or some kind of like attribute component. Maybe it's the quality of their weapon. But Angangners here does a fine push, losing out equally the a rain of arrows coming down on Angangners, but not enough infantry on the ground. We've got a lot of monks coming in, gonna fight for the last few bits, but those Russian wild flames doing work, burning up the pile. Wow, these monks are still pretty damn good at holding right now. They're not dead, but they will die soon, very shortly. Arrows keeps flying in. Oh no, Condottieri gets burned up by the Russian wild flame as it comes down in the charge. Does seem like the charge is going to get stalled out. Otherwise, it would just hit a shield wall. Whoa! They break through, in fact. Condottieri are flailing around with all of that Russian wild flame. The desperate charge. Realistically, I would send a short sword after those Russian wild flame. That is what is killing your units. And the longer they stay on the field, the more annoying those things are going to be. Condottieri is the last thing from Arab Knights right now. More grape shots coming up. Here comes another shield wall. This shield wall should make their way towards one of the entrances. And yet another freeze frame. Why you got to do this to me? A little bit of stagger here, a little bit of stagger there. And then Gangners take the attack as well. Congratulations. Yeah, that was GG. A lot of units down. Very aggressive style. Although they did pick up some. A lot of sections they did do very poorly. Again, I think it's just at the end, I think it was mainly due to the fact the Brassian Wild Flames were left alive for too long. Not taking them out is a stupid move. You should always take out important, like very like situation changing units. Those are like shields. Those are like stunning pikes. The like pike militia are game changing. I mean situation changing. Shield walls are situation changing. Rossi and Wild Flame are massively situation changing in tier 3. Tier 3 and below, I don't even know why you wouldn't just go red eyes for those Rossi and Wild Flames. The moment you see those, you need to delete them. Archers, not so much. Archers, again, they're annoying, but like shield units can withstand their fire for an extended period of time. Nah, stun on brace is just OP. Stun on brace is just OP. They've reduced the effectiveness nowadays, but yeah. I'm going to be back very shortly. While I do that, I'm going to play another ad. I'll see you guys in a minute. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I appreciate all the support you guys have. So, I hope I'm entertaining enough. I will always be here commentating for. Well, I hope to continue to commentate for the Conqueror's Blade tournaments and stuff, and events like these. These are fun. Gonna need my sugar. Otherwise, I'm not even gonna be staying awake at this rate. We have another 2 matches, in fact, for Engagers versus Arab Knights. 2 matches of tier 4s now. Great to see how these teams face off with the Grayhair Garrisons. Although they might choose not to use the Grayhair Garrison and just go with the monks. We get to have our own hands on the Grayhair Garrison very shortly as well. Tomorrow they are released. I hope to get the Grayhair Garrisons, at least the contract one, within 24 hours if I can. But I don't know. I have to work on Tuesday. So the Monday one, I've got to sleep early. currently believe that the monks are being very underestimated in their power.